Peace and love, all my good people. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. And if you guys want to support me outside of YouTube, I have my latest book out right now, The 48 Laws of Peace. It's something I feel like every household should have a copy of this book. So you guys go check it out on Amazon, and I'll leave the link down below. You can either highlight it and put it in your browser, or you can just click the link and it'll go there, one or the other. Okay, and today's episode we're talking about just the music industry in general and just artists out there. In these times, I see a lot of people, they have their complaints, what they feel their favorite artists should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing. And I see a lot of artists, turning towards podcasts and just trying to make themselves more, more present or in their fans, in their audience that they built up. They're trying to find other ways to make money, and I feel there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like in these times when it comes down to the music industry, we've heard this in the past, how the music industry, you don't get paid what you're supposed to, and nowadays with the streams, the music is not really yours. It's all it's all illusional. Like the music with the streams, it's like almost like a ripoff. It's not like something you can purchase and put it to the side and you can have it outside of whatever. You have to have these different devices and different things to hear the music that it's not really yours. You're just paying for the listen.
That's a fact. Facts.
And nowadays with streams, we hear a lot of artists complain about, you make 1 billion streams and you only get about $40,000 or something like that. And it's absolutely crazy. I think I heard that from Snoop. And we all know his music traveled around the world more than twice, and it's sad out there. So when I do see other artists, however they, some artists try to cover it up, and some people just honest, the more honest you are with your audience, I feel like it'll benefit you way more. And what we're about to jump into is just how the new music game, that's why you see a lot of people treating this whole music industry just like a 9 to 5. If you have a quick song you want to put it on TikTok, you're just making sure the first couple minutes of it is good enough and you got yourself a song. It's no longer about talent, and it's kind of sad where the music industry is going. But we all know the greed and the profits that they make off of these artists. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And artists are not really gaining anything from it. So when you do see your favorite artist going into something else, I never knock anybody. I just look at it like, oh, they're probably going through something, or, they need the extra money. And just like all of us in this world today, times are hard for everybody. You'd be surprised. So we're going to jump right into it. You guys let me know how you feel on this one. And leave your comments down below, all right? Love y'all. Let's get it.
Rap is done because there's no more parity. It used to be 10% of rappers that's really getting it. Then it went down to 5%. Then it went down to 1%. Now I could confidently tell y'all it's 0.1%. There's a new podcast. It's called Let's Rap About It by Mano, Fabulous, Jim Jones, and Davey. Rappers are realizing that they have these other things that is more monetizable than them making music. There's no more money in music. Unless like you're YB, unless you're like the Drakes. There's no money for the middle order guys. It is complete famine mode, chat. I'm keeping it being with y'all. And I like this movement. I actually encourage more rappers, quit rapping. Please quit, because y'all are making music and it's starting to become, if a tree falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? I'm waiting for the YG podcast as well. YG, we need a podcast. A lot of y'all, we need a podcast, bro. It is time. It's time. This is for all rappers. If your label isn't giving you an active budget to fund and promote you as a rapper every quarter, not only when you drop an album, that's not enough anymore. Every quarter, that's your side job now. Pick up a podcast mic, get a streaming backpack, or become a vlogger. The next studio you go to shouldn't be a music studio. Go to a podcast studio. Bring you your engineer buddy. Bring another rapper who fell off too. We'll just call y'all pod rappers. And by the way, this is no diss, but we have to be transparent. There is no money in rap.
Why do you say he's broke?
Because everybody in the industry broke. They live off borrowed money. If Baby got $8 million, his Discord account say $8 million negative. And he got to pay that back at a 70%, 100% recoup rate. That mean Baby not making money. That mean all the money he make go towards that balance. And with a 100% recoup rate, you never recoup. Baby never gonna recoup.
And gave $100,000.
Every artist is a little baby. This guy had hits on hits on hits. This is not like a regular artist where they have one hit here, one hit there, and they expect to get paid for the rest of their life on those two hits. No, this is a guy that's constantly making good music and hits on hits. So, pay attention.
Right offable. That you can turn the money and parlay the money and then pay the taxes 10 years later now.
Yeah, but you have more money than we have, Fantasia.
You don't know that. Okay. A lot of artists that you see, they look like they have it. And we smile and we come out and we put on a good show. But in real life, some of them are struggling.
Fantasia
and we don't have it.
She'll tell it
I'm just
like
now building myself back up. I lost everything twice. So I cook my own food. I don't need no chef. I'm from North Carolina.
I feel so empowered owning my own masters. I think that's important. Like, I was telling someone the math of it the other day. And you hear the story about TLCs and those artists. Where here's the reality. If you do things traditionally, and this is probably for more majority than not, you sign your deal, yay, that's amazing, right? Okay, but then there's this breakdown in your contract where there's royalties, okay? You have to recoup a certain amount of money to start getting paid your royalties. Then you have your accountant, then you have your attorney, and then if you have a manager, and God forbid you're a baby, you give them the greatest amount of percentage when you're tiny. Then you have an agency, and then you got taxes. Like, just think about the math of that. So many artists, to me, like, the business part is really important because, like, you bust your butt. Like, I invest, I put so much time into what, to become who I am or to be my best self. And for a long time, you don't get to really reap the benefits of, like, your labor, and so that's hard living. Like, that's not the dream that I dreamt when I was a little girl. Like, I dreamt really big. Like, I was from Atlanta, Georgia, Decatur, Georgia, to be a house you dream of having and all these, the nice cars, all these things, but you don't understand what comes with that. So, you don't really understand it until you're in it. And then when you start doing the math and stuff, you're like, hold up. But also, more than anything, I think, as an artist, you want to be able to express yourself when you want to. And oftentimes, I think you can sometimes be crippled by the system. Sometimes you got to buck the system and be like, this is what I like, this is what I believe in, and I believe it's going to work. So I've had moments like that, like my song Promise, I was told it was the worst R&B record. And we bucked the system, leaked the song, and the song was a part of my number one album, Evolution, at that time. And the week I came out was it was a heavyweight week with a lot of other artists, and we cut through the noise, we cut through all of it. So, there's been some moments though where I'm like, I want to do this video, but I can't because they're saying that this budget is this and it can't. And then I'm also like, if I'm going to better anybody, I'm going to better myself.
You think the music industry is going to last much longer?
As far as what?
As a concept?
Nah, it's over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over when Mike turned white. That was the sign.
It was
facts.
that long ago?
White Mike was the start. It's like global warming, like it's going to be sprinkled throughout. But then White Mike died. And then it's like, that's the first sale. It's boring.
Well, you don't think White Mike dying was like a rebirth? Could have been? Symbolic?
When did Spotify happen?
2009.
And when did Mike die?
Oh,
We should cut that.
Everything has changed. The music industry has shifted the standard all the way. At the end of the day, music means virtually nothing. The value is almost zero. At one point, you have to go to a store, you buy a vinyl. Then you have to buy a cassette. Then you have to buy a CD. Then you can download music onto an MP3 player. Now you don't even download music. It's all about streaming. You don't even own the music. You're paying for permission. If it goes down tomorrow, Spotify, Apple Music, done. You have no music. And now we're at a point where you don't listen to the whole song. You go to TikTok, you listen to 15 seconds of the song, you decide if it's good or not, and that's it. So then when you have artists that the hottest part of the song is in the first 20 seconds of the song, whose fault is that? It's supply and demand. It's business 101. It's artists doing what the consumer wants or asks for or cares about. You can't be mad at people not making good music because the standard has shifted. It's not about making good music. It's about making fast music, popular music. It's about making something you can do a TikTok dance to. We have the attention span of a goldfish, maybe worse. My first 10 seconds has to be fire. And I might have a whole career based on this.
It's not easy to make hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in the music industry. Count that out. If right now, if you're looking at me, it's not easy to make millions of dollars in the music industry. You got to work your ass off like you have nothing else to do. Things are going to be affected. Loved ones, relationships, your own personality that you want to do, shit, even your grooming, money,
Everything will be affected. If you really want this shit, you really gonna go through all that and go get your bag. Period.
Bruh, the music industry is in fucking shambles. I just saw a video, and I'm not gonna name the artist in this video, but all I can say is that it's the same shit that we've heard from them for the past 5 years, and ain't no growth. Okay, there might be growth physically, but ain't no growth. Talking and rapping about the same shit. There's no skill. There's no art. Where the fuck is the art in music? Everybody's rapping about the same shit. And guess what? These music execs, they want y'all to put that shit out because guess who's making the money? Not y'all. Y'all have to keep talking about the same shit to keep making the money at this point. Like, there's no relationship in music no more. Everybody's talking about being a side bitch or a side nigga or fucking somebody else's girl, but drugs, all this shit. Like, yeah, we talked about that shit in the 90s, but there's no story, there's no plot. It's the same shit. When are we gonna make art again, bruh? Like, this shit is brainless. Alright? And it's hard for me to listen to music nowadays because, bruh, nobody's talking about shit. Everybody's talking about their body. Everybody's talking about fucking. Everybody's talking about an op. Everybody's talking about the same shit in the same tone of voice on the same beat. You're not an artist. You're a copycat.
I'm out of the music industry because ain't no money in the music industry. And I know people might get mad and trip, but I'm just saying, y'all know it's a lot of things that we used to do. It ain't no money, and you know it done tapped out. They trying to figure out how to make money off of streams. When Snoop put a post up, say, man, I sold 1 billion streams. I only made this little money. Where the millions at? We knew where our money from because we had tangible goods. And that's why I got into the product game. We could actually have tangible goods. I told people all the time, product outweighs talent. Product gonna be around when we not here. Michael Jordan is still successful because of the shoes, not because him shooting balls into the hoop. That been over.
Made it family, let me know how you feel on this one. To be honest with you, I feel like you have to be a hustler in here before you go out there and try to be a hustler. And when it comes down to doing what you love, you have to make sure that you have it in control and not in somebody else's hands to make money for you, in other words. And yes, you'll see the real artists, you know, and it's sad the way the game is. It's the greed in the game that makes a lot of people just say, you know what, I'm just going to do this for the money or do that for the money, but it never turns out to be good. And as we can see, the culture is dying from it, and the music is not coming out as authentic as it once became, you know, before it was. And not to say before it was better as far as the business side of it, but at least the music, it was a different direction that people pushed towards the music, and now the talent is not there anymore like how it used to be. You guys let me know how you feel on this one. Till next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now.